No to co, lecimy dalej. W tym kolejnym odcinku jesteśmy na Atlantydzie. Urzędnik z Brooks. Helena Chambers. Richardo Boss, Bobby
My
Cat.
parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just.
To jest jakaś misja poboczna?
Helena Chambers,
Jezus.
ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to Mast ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
Co ja muszę z nimi pogadać?
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool. Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts?
Postać jest...
Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday?
Każda postać jest
Mine's
zajęta.
June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year, and it kind of smelled. But I don't smell anything here.
Jak się chowa broń?
No, yes, no, and I.
Słuchajcie, jak się chowa broń? Schowaj, schowaj, schowaj. Szybka misja, szybkie moce. Statek w locie, statek kosmiczny. Nie wiem jak się chowa broń. Palcówka. Czy placówka. Mapa, celownik. Nie widzę tutaj takiej. Schowaj broń. A, R.
Will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis.
Dobra, w dupie was mam, idę stąd, nie chcę mi się was słuchać. Dzień dobry.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Keep moving right through the checkpoint.
Dobrze, idę. Jest strasznie dużo rzeczy. Tam jest Wasko? Przecież Wasko jest tutaj. Budynek. Dzielnica wnatu. Loża. Dzielnica mieszkalna.
Okay.
Dzielnica handlowa.
No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Dziękuję. To chodźmy. Z trzeciej osoby tutaj jakoś jak ładniej wydaje. Obywatel.
How are you?
A, good, good. Wszystko good. Mało klatek w oczach, ale good. Metro.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Dobra. A czemu nie mogę do... Boże, ile tu jest tych... Niech zgadnę. Ekran ładowania. Dobra, na razie chodźmy z tą fabułą główną. Zobaczymy co dalej. Kurde, pisze mi enkodowanie, napisze enkodowanie przeciążone. Zmień jakość wideo. No niestety. Gdzie to teraz? Tam. Let's
The
go.
water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Okej. Tam mamy iść. Jezu, ile ludzi. Boże, i dalej też szybką podróż mam. Zgubiłem się. W tą stronę. Bardziej tutaj. Kończył ci się tlen. O, nagle mi się... Teraz mówisz mi o tlenie, kuźwa. Tak to szybką podróż chciałeś. Głupi zegarku. Zegarek jest, kurde, naprawdę popsuty.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members
Ciągnęło mi
of
skafander.
Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
No to wchodzimy do środka. Sprawdźmy, czy na nas czekają.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please.
No nie wiem, czy jak w domu się poczuję.
Bet I'll ever win.
Aha.
You really think what we appear to have a visitor?
Łaska już nie podąża za tobą.
Welcome
Dlaczego?
to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Witam.
Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Jakaś Sara. Atak piratów, bardzo prosimy o dostarczenie artefaktu. Nie mam warsztat, kim jesteś? Może powiedz mi, czym jest konstelacja? Atak piratów.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit.
Ej, ja też dotknąłem tego artefaktu.
Walter,
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Pojawiło się jasne światło i muzyka. Nie zdążyłem rozumieć, to prawie mnie zabiło, ale to się już... No to pierwsze.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you
Słuchaj
all
osób
believe
biorących
me
udział
now?
w spotkaniu.
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales,
If this is the greatest
Nie lubię tego
mystery
Waltera
in the
już.
universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when
Przewodnik
they're in
konstelacji,
close
wrażenia od
contact.
wypadków są trwale
Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have,
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Już kładę.
that's it. Just like the others.
No i mamy 3.
Imagine. We thought there were only 2 of them at first.
No i co teraz?
oh my god, that's it. They're reacting.
Ruszają
Look at how
się.
it's coming together. That
Połączą się
energy
jak
that's
puzzle.
arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one.
Nie, nie łączą
If
się, po
they're
prostu
coming
se latają.
together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Oczywiście, że tak. W początku wchodzę w to, powiedz co dalej. Dobra, może to. Ile wiecie o artefaktach, którą one są?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Co to oznacza, czego oczekujecie?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
No dobra, wchodzę w to.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together.
No, czyli to będzie
Get
moja
your feet
kompanka.
wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
Plecak odrzutowy?
You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Następny poziom. A mogę sobie wybrać coś nowego na przykład? Na przykład więcej życia? No mogę, o. Co my tam jeszcze byśmy chcieli? Certyfikat broni ciężkiej. Certyfikat karabinu może, co? Aha, 3 punkty w kategorii bojowe. Bronie balistyczne zadają więcej obrażeń. Laserowe zadają kwestia strzelby. Aha, bo tego nie dodałem, o. Okej. No to pogadajmy z tym, Walter.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Ty, rasisto górniczy.
I honestly can't
Jeśli
imagine
był
being anywhere
przeprosiny stać ci na więcej. Nawet mnie nie znasz.
Yes, you're right. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man.
Nie znam.
Welcome aboard.
Na przyszły po prostu trzymaj tę zżerliwość na wodzy. Mam nadzieję, że przynajmniej drinki są za darmo. Drinki chętnie.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own.
Oops.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Potrzebuję spanka. Wytwórz lub zmodyfikuj przedmiot. To jest miejsce, w którym można było się spodziewać prezesa firmy. Jaka jest twoja rola w konstelacji? Myślisz, że twoja wizja coś oznacza? Jakiego rodzaju firmą jest Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund.
Są
Unfortunately,
różne frakcje chyba,
our
nie?
success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Myślisz, że twoja wizja coś oznacza?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Jeszcze raz w życiu zdarzyło mi się coś podobnego. O jasne, cały czas widzę światło i słyszę muzykę. Mój umysł to... Nic mi się ostatnio w ogóle nie robiło. Robiło mi się jeszcze kiedyś coś takiego. Pierwszy raz w życiu.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, This is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
Jaka jest twoja rola w konstelacji?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet.
Aha!
Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good
W
use.
Wampirze też był jeden, kurde,
Don't
gościu,
pretend to have the
który miał dużo
daring of
kasy.
Ms. Morgan,
No i umarł.
or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Nie jest miejsce, w którym można by było się spodziewać prezesa firmy.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home as much as anywhere else.
No dobrze. I to tyle.
Yeah, what is it?
Nie, Sara, ty tam jeszcze siedź na dupie, znaczy stój na nogach. A ja może jeszcze pogadam z Mateo Cardi. Gdzie jest bar? Gdzie to? A nie, to statek. Poczekajcie, bo mnie skusił.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory.
Gdzie jest alkohol? Po drabinie? Gdzie on ma barek?
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas.
Ciu.
We're all here for the same reason.
Nie przeszkadzaj mi w szukaniu alkoholu. Ja znajdę. Elegancki kompas. Nie no, nie będę ich okradał. O, jaki dziwny stolik. A nie, to nie stolik. Takim dużym obciążeniem. Czyli jednak jest obciążenie. O nie! Siła, masa, brak obciążenia. Dobra, to może... O nie! Wywaliłem to. Przecinaka nie chcę. Topór. Ty, mam Marystolma zmodyfikowanego. Nie widziałem. Dobra, ten topór też mogę wywalić. Uliczne ubranie z odporność 20. Idź do regeneracji. Biorę. Konstelacja plecak. Zakładam. Tego plecaka też wyrzućmy. No dobra, tu nic nie ma. Zostawiłem wam tam rzeczy. Nie, dobra. Nie znalazłem barku, gość mnie oszukał.
Curious feeling knowing that you've seen something that...
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well,
Witam,
an
Mateo.
explorer, like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Co sprowadziło cię do konstelacji?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Okej. Co sądzisz o mojej wizji?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
po prostu do mnie mówi, znaczy mówiło. Była muzyka i światło, tak? Jeśli to się inaczej, to jej nie rozumiem. Wiem, że to ważne, mówię ci, może po prostu mi odbija, wiem tyle, że nigdy nie spotkało mnie nic podobnego. Uważam, że to było przyjście. Wiem tyle, że nigdy nie spotkało mnie nic podobnego.
That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
Okej. Wszystkie te artefakty pochodzą z jaskini?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
No cóż,
Take care of yourself.
bywa i tak. Dobra, to jeszcze z tą panią pogadajmy. Jak ona ma? Noel.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noel. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Miło poznać, jestem kosmicznym łajdakiem. Jak długo nad tym wszystkim pracujesz?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
No, on tam sobie z górnikami gada. Ta wizja, która mi się ukazała, czym twoim zdaniem była?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Okej. Bardzo realistyczne podejście. A więc jest jakieś rozsądne wyjaśnienie.
There might be a reasonable explanation. I wasn't there. I didn't see what you saw. I'm just not in a position to say for sure. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
No oczywiście, oczywiście. Zastanawiam się nad innymi rodzajami pracy poszukiwawczej poza artefaktami.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is
Ciekawe, czy jest tu w ogóle Ziemia.
We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for.
Widać, większość ludzi już chyba na Ziemi nie mieszka. A może mieszka, nie wiem.
With a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Może bogaci tylko mieszkają w kosmosie. Sprawdź tablicę misji konstelacji. Boże, ile tu będzie misji. Wygląda na to, że dużo wiesz o tych artefaktach.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work.
Teraz to wygląda jak taka nieposkładana kula dyskotekowa. Jak się wszystkie fragmenty znajdzie, to będzie można zrobić imprezkę. Powiedz mi, jak mogę ci pomóc dowiedzieć się więcej?
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
No to coś tam można powiedzieć, że mam ważniejsze rzeczy. W jaki sposób? No dobra.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
No dobra. Sara mówiła coś o miejscu, gdzie mogę się zatrzymać.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Czekaj. Mam dla ciebie kilka organicznych zasobów.
Great, let's see what you have.
Lucynogen. Składniki odżywcze. Jakiś korzeń, jakaś tkanka. Ale to jest jako komponent ziemieślniczy. Oddawaj mi to! Nie chcę! Dobra, no i dupa.
Stay safe, okay?
A czekajcie, co ja mam teraz dla Noel? Drobne. Wytwórz, zmodyfikuj. Ukończ projekt badawczy. Porozmawiaj z Sarą. Sprawdź tablicę konstelacji. To już Noel nie idziemy na jakieś rendezvous czy coś?
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we... Oh, gosh. Until you arrive, there's still so much.
Czekajcie. Okej, no dobra.
See you later.
Coś popsułem. A z Vasco jeszcze mogę pogadać?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you, Captain. Now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Zbuduj placówkę na planecie. Od jak dawna należy do konstelacji?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm
Patrzcie,
Livingstone.
jakie on mi daje plusy. Fuzja autoneuronowa, system osłon, system uzbrojenia EM. Fajnie by było go dalej mieć. Tęsknić za Barrettem?
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so. That is as capable as I can be of missing anyone. I believe Barrett would find your question amusing.
Oj tam, oj tam. Chronienie Barretta musiało być nie lada wyzwaniem.
Barrett has, thus far, survived every mission on which we have embarked. It is therefore evident that my efforts have been successful. I suspect that Barrett would disagree with how necessary my intervention has been in any given situation.
Rozwój placówek, co masz na myśli?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set
Jezu,
up
ile tu tego
multiple
jest?
outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build
Skafander mi
advanced
się
equipment.
przegrzeje, no. Użytecznie, wrócę to następnym razem, gdy wyląduję na jakieś... No dobra,
The
wybuduję to.
blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch.
Okej.
It will automatically
Zegarek,
connect
super.
to any available materials for
Nie wiem,
construction in your
oni go
ship's
tak promują,
cargo.
jakby on miał być w jakiejś kolekcjonerce czy coś. Przydałbyś mi się w załodę, Vasco.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Zarządzaj załogą i sprawdzaj i zmieniaj ich przydziały do twoich statków oraz placówek. Każdy członek załogi ma inne umiejętności, które wspomogą twój statek i placówkę. No zatwierdź, jesteś na moim statku. Mamy system osłon, fuzja autoneuronowa, system uzbrojenia. Mogę jeszcze jedną osobę. Dobra, pogadajmy z Sarą.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Dawaj Drina! Co wiecie o artefaktach?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
Jak dobrze znana jest konstelacja?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
Czym jest konstelacja? Czym się zajmujecie?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking
Ale
us
też
to
niebezpieczeństwa. Dobra, ruszajmy.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Okej. Inni mają artefakty?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Gwardia ZK.
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Smutna praca nie zawsze popłaca tak, jak byśmy chcieli.
You've done this before, eh? Wise words. If we watch each other's backs, we'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
No dobrze. Jeśli będziesz kontynuować, Sara zostanie zablokowana w roli swojej towarzyszki. Czekaj. Będziesz kontynuować, Sara zostanie zablokowana w roli towarzyszki. Jasne, tym razem znajdziemy... Ty i ja razem znajdziemy ten artefakt. Właściwie to jest... To będę z tego mieć konstelację. No dobra.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen. Whatever you were before or whatever you
Czyli
do
mogłem
once
ją
you're
zrobić
out
swoją
there, I don't
towarzyszką, ale też nie
so
musiałem. No
long as you don't
spoko.
bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Brzmienie rozsądne, nie powinna mieć... Jak nie obchodzi was, czy będę kraść, jeśli tylko nie dam się złapać?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
No i super.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
No jasne. Nie możecie opuścić dopóki... A to już wszystko?
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
Dobra,
Talk to you later.
John Tuala. Chodźmy do Johna Tuali. Gdziekolwiek to jest. Trochę sobie pochodzimy po tej nowej Atlantydzie. A dobra, to może powiem na koniec, to zostańcie do końca. Jak się już będę żegnał, to wszystko powiem, co dalej ze Starfieldem. Ale ładny ten plecaczek. Nie wiem, dobrze idę? To jest na dole czy na górze? Chyba na dole. Gdzieś tam. Ups. No to bieganie takie z dupci pupci. Zabiegniemy.
Defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities and to uphold the values of the Vanguard.
Okej, jakieś przysięgi.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
No to zobaczymy, czy mam.
Sarah, good
John
to see you.
Tuala.
Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Chętnie rozwiązać zapełnienie, dzięki, bo czym jest gwardia?
United Colonies volunteer
Niech mi
fleets.
wytłumaczy, zobaczymy.
Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC
To
goods
już,
and medical
to już
services.
brzmi, jakbym miał
Chance to
należeć
own
do
a
tej
place in New
frakcji,
Atlantis.
więc na razie
Only way a foreign
nie.
captain could even
A
dream of
jestem
seeing
wolnym
those sorts of
strzelcem.
benefits. So, you want in?
Może później, najpierw mamy do omówienia sprawy konstelacji.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Okej.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps
Moera.
patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Chwila. Coś nie tak z systemem Sol.
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
To jakieś więzienie marsowe? Mars Baton bardzo dobry. Kim jest ten Mora?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Okej. Skoro jest na patrolu, to może narażać nasz obiekt na ryzyko.
What? Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
I'm sure you two can handle it. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Dzięki za pomoc, że w takim razie lecimy do Sydonii. Możesz mi powiedzieć o Sydonii. Czy Mora wspomina, gdzie znaleźć te swoje świecidełko?
You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Co możesz mi powiedzieć o Sydonii?
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like.
Tak czerwono tam. Dzięki za pomoc, John.
Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready.
Dobra, jak się namyślę,
UC is a
przyjdę.
good friend to have.
Pytaj Sydonii o Mora. Co to kuźwa jest? Czemu to jest gdzieś na dole? Rozmawiaj z komandorem Tualą o wstąpieniu do gwardii. Wybierz piętro. Czekaj. Boś mi się pierdzieli wszystko. O. Rozmawiaj z komandorem o wstąpieniu do gwardii. Pytaj Sydonii o Moarę. Dlaczego mi każe iść na dół?
Yes? You needed something?
Zależnowe. Ups, co kliknąłem? Nie chciałem. Lobby biuru komandora Tuali? Nie, tych szczytywania to z dupy takie. Tak, technologia idzie na górę, a... No what the fuck? Dobra, ale to jest gdzieś tutaj chyba. Na ciapąg mam iść. Jak tam wejść? Aha, dobra. Never mind. Wchodzimy. Port kosmiczny. Czyli już lecimy na tą Cydonię, czy Cydanię, czy Calanie. Jak to tam było, nie pamiętam. Któreś z tych trzech na pewno trafiłem. No dobrze, no to będziemy lecieć, ale... Tak sobie polecimy już w kolejnym odcinku pewnie. A jeszcze chciałem powiedzieć na koniec, że to jest trzeci odcinek, który nagrywam w trakcie premiery tego Starfielda, no ale wiecie, no jeszcze muszę tego wampira dokończyć, to zanim to się pojawi, to trochę potrwa, ale to będę miał trochę czasu, żeby popatrzeć na wasze komentarze, czy wam się Starfield podoba i czy mam go dalej nagrywać. Więc trzeci to będzie taki na razie ostatni. Badaj sprawę przerwy w dostawie prądu? Studni? Misja poboczna. Idę. Sprawdzę to. On jest przedstawicielem Krisnolem. Dobra, już starczy. Tak, dostaw prądu.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art.
Gdzieś tutaj. Studnia. No dobra, sprawdźmy tą misję poboczną, sobie zróbmy jeszcze. 40 minut dopiero jest. Więc no, jeszcze możemy tu coś porobić. Wow! Podziemia. Dzień dobry.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl.
No nie.
Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Nie pomogę z tym bez szans, to dokładnie próbuję zbadać. Kim jest Karl?
Coworker of mine on this assignment with me, clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
To dokładnie próbuję zbadać.
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down.
Okay.
The other person needs to monitor the
To
system
można to
remotely.
zrobić.
It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
Nie chcę coś porażony, ale okej.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
No dobra. Ja skrzynkę przyłączy. Ja mam to znaleźć sam? Sara, pomóż.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Soul system doesn't get a lot of
Dobra,
traffic.
nie chcesz ze mną gadać, to
Goodbye.
nie. Jak ja mam to zrobić? Kradzież zasilania. Znajdź skrzynkę przyłączeniową. O, dobra, jest. Myślałem, że nie będzie tego znacznika. A jest.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working.
Tak,
I
tak,
only
tak.
have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job.
Dobra, zrobione.
That tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay.
Co się stało?
Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Idę gdzieś. Trochę pusto, trochę strasznie.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
No, otwórz łatwy, ale nie mogę. Brak cyfrochów? Cyfroszyfrów. A, i tak nie mam tu iść. Mam iść tutaj. O, jest. Dziecko nie wygląda jak dziecko. Bar! Chlejemy.
Excuse me? Signed up for a test pilot program just the other day. I'm not gonna end up like these lifers and
Jake?
well rats. No way.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never clear it
Włączone.
out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I
Kurde,
thought.
przełączenie
I'm going to work on
skrzynek.
fixing that little issue while you find the
Nice.
next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority.
Będzie handlowym.
Just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
If you're interested, ask in the security office.
Ale ja muszę na górę. Chyba źle wszedłem.
The Trade Authority has even in the well, the Trade Authority continues to flourish. Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Gdzie to jest? Gdzieś tam, dobra. W handlówce.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there.
O nie!
I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling.
Wymaga komputera.
Years of failed attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave
Do
up on the
otwarcia
third.
potrzebny jest komputer.
There should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box.
Okay.
I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Czekaj. Sobie zapiszę. F5.
Sidonia
No
is
kurde,
it
co mi
time to
wchodzisz?
go?
Chcesz w ryj? No. Ja tu sprawdzam, a tam i... Które to zapala? 2. One mają być... O kurwa. Okej.
You saved me like a week of work.
Kiedy ja to zrobiłem? Nawet nie pamiętam.
Near where we met.
Jakie głupie. Kiedy ja to zrobiłem? Ale to było głupie. Gubię się. Naprawdę się zgubiłem trochę. Gdzie ona jest? Gdzieś tam. Będzie end of zadanie? Nie, to nie tu.
Wanna join?
Dobra, chyba tutaj.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you.
No problemu.
There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Cieszę się, że mogę pomóc.
Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways.
Okej. 4. poziom. Jupi. Porozmawiaj z Luisą. No to zaraz z nią porozmawiamy, ale to już w kolejnym odcinku. Jeszcze sobie tylko rozdamy punkcik do czegoś. To jest strzelba. Co mamy? Medycyna. O, do apteczki może. Teraz możesz używać plecaków odrzutowych. Chcę plecak odrzutowy. Zostawiajcie łapki w górę, subujcie kanał, no i co? Zostawiajcie dużo tutaj łapek i komentarzy i mówcie, czy chcecie więcej Starfielda. Bajo!